Good morning, and good morning again to each and every one of you. Happy Independence. Welcome to the Republic of Barbados. I couldn't think of a more fitting place than to come this morning than the place that we're celebrating all of our activities over the coming days, or we've been having all of our activities over yesterday and also into today as well. We're going to do a little stroll around Bridgetown area, around the actual parks, etc. And then we're going to make our way out for a beautiful swim in Carlisle Bay this morning. So we can be treated to everything that's going on. There are a lot of security restrictions. For example, I couldn't go on the bridge this morning and do any footage from up there. You're not permitted under the tents. You are allowed to walk by them on the west side. However, you're not allowed to go into the tent area. And I'm sure this bridge will probably be closed off later on the day as dignitaries and stuff start to assemble. Beautiful, beautiful sunrise. Can't think of a more beautiful place to be this morning than to watching the sun coming up in Bridgetown, Barbados. Let's say our Serenity Prayer now for those of you that would not like to join us. It's no problem, just sit out there for a few seconds and we'll be back with you soon. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning here. I was actually on the beach this morning real early. I was walking on the beach about 5:15 this morning from up in Bay Street area down here just to make sure I could get down in good time so I could find the best vantage point. I'm glad I came because my usual location I would have thought of going to has been blocked off, as I mentioned, by security. Not going to stop us this morning though. We're going to stroll all around the borders and perimeters of the security area, and then we're going to take in some beaches I mentioned a little while ago. Anyhow, let's get on with the beauty of Barbados with you this morning. Okay, we are overlooking Heroes Square. In the distance there, the parliamentary buildings. I don't know if you heard our clock this morning, but our clock chimed 4. So, I'm not sure which one is working, but definitely they're all pointing at a different time. This one is saying 17 past. The one on the other side says 12 past. It's not really relevant, but we know what the time is in Barbados. But look at the glow on that beautiful cloud in the background coming off of the sun in our back, just from behind us. Just stunning, stunning view. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now everyone knows that Independence Day usually spells rain. So you can appreciate that I have that apparatus in my backpack, and I'm making sure I'm actually dressed with some kind of respect. And that has on one of my formal suits, which is a blue tank top. So today we are dressed in maximum attire that is permitted in this island for me at the moment. Anyhow, I guess sometimes I'll have to change and put on something a little more serious than that, but hopefully not too often, because this is where I'm supposed to be, out here in nature and enjoying the beauty of life. As you can appreciate, a lot of generators and stuff in Bridgetown right now. A lot of lighting last night to keep everywhere secure and tidy. Just want to show you Broad Street. We're just going to look at it from this angle here, and then we're going to make our way through our little bit of a tour to the beaches I mentioned. All the traffic in Bridgetown is a little bit hectic right now, as you cannot come over the bridges into Bridgetown area, and also, as you can see, you have to go across the top of Robert Street, etc., and High Street, just over this area here up to Robert Street, and work your way through there. So if you're coming into Bridgetown, be prepared for delays. There will be some of those today. I'm sure you'll find everything here. There's going to be big celebrations starting at 10 o'clock this morning. I hope you all enjoyed your viewing last night. I did not. I went to bed. As you can appreciate, if I were to go to bed after 11 o'clock, well, I don't know how I would get up at 3:30 in the morning. Not that I wouldn't, but I'd probably be here babbling, which I'm doing anyhow. Are you going? Good morning, sir. Beautiful, beautiful area. Now, this area may be very, maybe restricted as well. So I'm not too sure how my freedom of movement is here. No one has really addressed me about it, so I guess it's okay at the moment. You can see they had massive stage here last night for all the presentations, etc. Just beautiful. I love the fountains and the greenage. I think they're made a beautiful touch. Some of the lighting, I know is a little bit dim right now because obviously the sun is coming up, but they are in our national colors. Beautiful, beautiful this morning. What also is beautiful is the way that the spray is blowing like the sea mist. So, you know, I felt right at home. It wasn't a problem this morning. The only thing is I don't have any sand. Well, yeah, I do have sand in my shoes because I was walking the beach this morning, and everybody knows these beach shoes have big holes in the bottom to let your sand out when it comes in from the top. So that's good thinking. All right, I'm going to walk across here, let you hear these fountains right now. Enjoy a little bit of peace and quiet. Walk with me as we go through Bridgetown. Today sporting all national colors. Got on my headgear, national color. Shirt, national color. Backpack, Barbados, with my Angels Barbados bag, which has the colors of Barbados just beautifully displayed. So wherever I walk, no one will question what I'm representing today, as if they don't know me anyhow. I wear the national pledge along my rib cage, the coat of arms between my shoulder blades, and the Barbados flag across my neck. Barbados written in some oriental writing that my tattooist is famous for, on my neck as well. I'm a 100% Bajan. Bajan to the bone. Just say everyone else who's a Bajan, because everybody who is Barbadian is Bajan to the bone. No matter whether they live here or whether they moved overseas, they treasure Barbados in their heart, and Barbados is their home. Many people have come here and settled and made it their home as well too, that aren't even actually born here, but a lot of them have come to Barbados and opted to make Barbados their home because it is that special. Everyone that's following this morning will know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, we're gonna have a little bit of generator noise, as I mentioned before. We're just making our way across the bridge here, just of us to the west of the Fairchild Street bus stand. As you see, they've done a lot of work on the waterway. They're actually working up by where the Globe Cinema used to be before. All that section is currently being worked on to produce waterway right up there to help with the drainage and stuff, to get it out of areas. It doesn't actually just stagnate and sit in areas for a long time. Great work has gone on there. You can actually go up there in a boat now, which is beautiful. I can only imagine what the celebrations were like down here last night. I have not even viewed any footage. That may sound strange, but you know, it does take me on a morning from 3:30 when I get up until 5 to get everything prepped for the day. When you put it on paper and say, well, this is all you do and that's what you take so long to do, yeah, it does take a long time in the morning. But you know, so I haven't really had a chance to look at anything on Facebook this morning as yet. I'm sure I will be viewing it later on during the day, and I'll also try and see if I can watch the live ceremony that's going on this morning at 10 o'clock as well. Notice I always leave the window open. I will probably watch. So, it all depends on how things go. Don't worry, I will celebrate everything with Barbados. I said before, I'm 100% Barbadian. Whatever the democracy of Barbados says we do, I am 100% supportive of that. No matter what happens, that is how it is. Democracy rules, and I stand by the democracy of this country. This is what we call Golden Square. This is where the activities will be going on today. Everything focus shifts over to this section here. You may remember this here years ago as being our treasury. Well, our treasury is the other side. This was the NIS building that was here, and also we had a fire station here. Our biggest fire station on the island at that time was located there as well. In the background, you'll see they maintain the tower where those firemen used to train, which I think is amazing. Happy enough to see that. Just beautiful. I'm going to walk over on that side now just so we can get a little closer view. I know the resolution. I'm hoping the resolution is at least at 720 this morning, so you can take in all this beautiful scenery. I'm just going to walk you around here a little bit. If I get the shoe off kind of look, you know, we'll be out here in a flash. But this is Golden Square. It's called Freedom Park. It is beautiful. I think this is a project that was a long time needed in Barbados, in Bridgetown especially. You know, we had Independence Square, etc., but we never really had anything in the heart of Bridgetown like this here. We have Jubilee Square, but that's a little small section. This is beautiful. Kudos to everyone that was the brains behind this here. I think it is a brilliant move. Okay, you would have noticed a building here that's just a shell. That used to be the Empire Cinema. There is talk about making that into a cultural center, like a art center, where people will have performing arts, etc. I'm not too sure where that is in the pipeline right now, but I do know that is what has been talked about for a long time. Again, I think that would be a brilliant move, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, a lot of you like to go back in history and time. So when you mention the Empire, you got to mention the Plaza, because that was in this area as well. That's just where this wall is here. We had two very big cinemas here in this section. We also had the Olympic, which is over in Bridgetown as well, over on the other side, which all these are closed, by the way. Just sort of like taking you down memory lane a little bit. And then even the Globe Cinema is closed. So all of the real big cinemas that we had here no longer exist anymore. High-tech cinemas are in place now at Lime Grove and also at Quayside Centre. Not Quayside Centre, my humblest apologies, Sheridan Centre. Beautiful morning here. It's so nice actually not to see traffic or too much traffic in this area. Obviously there are a lot of working vehicles moving people and also products and equipment around, but it is beautiful this morning. Normally we want to be able to walk across here this comfortably. At this time of morning it'd been relatively quiet, but we would have certainly had a lot of flow of traffic by now. It's Bethel Church, very old church as well. I think it was 1844. I hope when they pass the sign it doesn't tell me a different date, but if it does, don't worry. I tell you all already, my brain's like a sieve. That's why I try not to call too many dates in any of my commentaries. On the opposite side, a big open area. I'm going to carry you way back in time now. The Freitas ice creams used to be here at one time. We then had car dealership. We also had a hardware store. A lot of different big storage sheds, I should say, were here originally. But this is the proposed site for the Hyatt Hotel. This is where it's going to be constructed. The words, 1844, I was right. Jeez. Woo, okay, tick for me for once for the morning. Beautiful church. This is a very, very, very popular church and well-known church in the island. Okay, the talk is that this project, which has been stalled and planned for a very, very long time, should start to kick off this coming year, 2022. That is what was mentioned by our Honourable Prime Minister a couple of nights ago. So this should be in the swing fairly soon. Very interested in seeing what the final outlook will be like. You know, they've mentioned before all different types of heights. You know, 15 stories, 18 stories, 10 stories. So I'm really not too sure. I've seen a couple of artist impressions. One that I did see on the line a while ago. I looked back for it, couldn't find it. But it did have a little small island base, like a little marina just off of the beach itself. So I'm not sure if that's really pipeline or it was just something futuristic that someone was thinking of. But it should be interesting to see what happens with the development of this when the artist impressions and the schematics become more public. Lots of changes in Bridgetown. Remember Pirates Cove? Huge, huge beach facility. Sign still up. That is gone now. That's closed completely. I'm just taking this walk down to the beach rather than walk through up by the boatyard and stuff. We're going to be walking in the easterly direction, but we're going to just start this section down here. We're not going to work our way right down to the end of this beach, the northern end of this beach, but we certainly will be walking towards the south for sure, south and east. It's a beautiful morning here in Barbados. The sun, well, I'll wait till I get past the chain link fence to give you a view of that. Wait till I get on the beach, give you a little bit of a 360. Also want to take off his shirt. I'm feeling really overdressed right now. Overdressed and uncomfortable. So we're going to rectify that in a few minutes time. Now this beach here was a huge beach facility. Pirates Cove spanned from here almost right down the entire length of the beach here. That is closed down. They had numerous sections that were here. But right down here, as far as the blue walls you're seeing, was all the beach facility. I know any of you that have been here, say a couple of years ago, will sort of like be taken back that this is no longer here. But that happened, unfortunately. You can see our friend this morning. Well, this morning, the whole morning, he's telling me, I'm going to be in the view the whole day. Little does he know that we're going the other direction. Don't mind. Keep him quiet. He's peaceful. Now, years ago, just to mention, we've said it many times, we're still going to say it again in case anybody's not online right now. Where we are, let me just get a little further out and give you all the accurate thing. Where we're standing is really high water used to come into right where we're standing now. So you can appreciate all this beach has built over the years. It is a massive, massive beach. And I'm talking about back in 1980, 81, 82. There was no beach here whatsoever. It's just built and built and built. Just like Brandon's as well on the other side of the harbour. A lot of people are saying that it's associated with the Deepwater Harbour. You know, it's taken a long time for it to develop, but things do take time. I'm not too sure exactly reasons for it, but this is a massive beach right through now. Beautiful, beautiful sands. Like powder. You can carry a little closer down the water so we can start our walk from there. We get off of this dry sand area. Now I have on a backpack today, as you can appreciate. When it came out, because of all the past years of rain in Barbados for independence, I decided I was going to bring a brolly with me, just to be on the safe side, because I do have an additional camera with me. I was trying to do some stills in town, not that I did many, and I just want to make sure I bring everything, so in case we had any challenges. So if you see me moving around a little bit now, I'm just getting rid of my shirt, and getting myself prepared to relax a little bit more, so just bear with me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait this person passes here. I'm going to set you up with a little bit of a tripod effect, and you can enjoy Carlisle Bay while I do some changing here. Getting real close to the water though. Just going to really enjoy the beauty of this. See all the reflections and the glare that's coming off of it this morning. Alright, I'm back. Faster than a speeding bullet then. But you know me, you all know where I'm heading right now. No wasting time. I want to acclimatise myself completely. I want to have the first sea bath for Independence Day, for me anyhow. I'm sure there are many of you that are on the island, that are down here on vacation, and also our fellow Bajans who are in the sea already this morning. But I'm going to take my first sea bath now. It is beautiful this morning. Water crystal clear. Just spectacular. Alright, I want to show off a little bit. I haven't been seeing much this morning. You can see me now though. So I'm right now about chest deep. It is beautiful. We're not going to be swimming like we did the other day at Port St. Charles. I have to keep my hands dry and stuff in case I got to change hands and touch any camera or anything like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you all our first waterborne 360 first, because I hope to do some more this morning. So here we go. Wow, did you all see that glorious sun and that golden ray that's coming across the water? Jeez, talk about beautiful golden sun, blue sky, blue sea. What does that represent? Colors of Barbados for sure, 100%. The only thing that we don't actually have in our flag is red, and that's the redness of our heart and our blood, because all of us in Barbados would give our blood for this country, because we believe in Barbados. We are a part of Barbados, and therefore of course we believe in it. It's beautiful. Just stunning morning. I am just so blessed to not only be celebrating our independence this morning, but being able to see this beautiful, beautiful beach and this amazing country. You can see my lady she's 100% Bajan at heart, for true. She is Canadian. She's a born Canadian. She's believes in Canada, and Canada is her home, but Barbados is her second bestie, so you call it that. But her heart is here as well. And that's because I hope that the Bajan warrior is a part of that as well. So you will see, after all, she's the one who gave me that name. Just beautiful. Not as many boats in here at the moment. You will find out here, say around January or so, with a lot more sailing boats, and boats will be moored in this general area. Pleasure craft, of course, not the bigger ones. The bigger ships will be in the Bridgetown harbour. But out here you'll find a lot of people that sail through the Caribbean, and from up north, from Florida and stuff, that will sail down here through the Caribbean, and Barbados is the first, one of the major stops that a lot of people will come to. Hi, good morning to everyone. This morning is almost blinding, but look at how beautiful this is. I didn't think we could get as yellow as they were yesterday, but pretty close to that right now. I think yesterday had the edge on it, but beautiful morning. Hope you all have on your darker makers, and I hope you all are enjoying this walk with all these reflections off of the sun and beach this morning. Just gorgeous. I remember years ago, this Carlisle Bay would have been rammed with sailing boats and pleasure craft. I mean, full brim, as full as you can imagine. I mean, just meters apart. But then we had a lot of the other islands, the south of us, who started putting in big marinas like St. Lucia and stuff. A lot of people ventured into those areas as well. But Barbados is still, and I'm not being biased, it's factual, Barbados is still the preferred island in the Caribbean to visit. Whether you visit on a cruise ship, or whether you visit it on your own craft that you come in here, or whether you fly into our shores, Barbados is a very, very popular destination. And why wouldn't it be? It has people like my friend over there, you know who. He's waiting to welcome you to Barbados. Yeah, everybody sees it's you and not me, man. It's no problem. Anyhow, he's waiting on you to come. So when you come to Barbados, you look for us. He usually doesn't go anywhere without me because he is frightened. He's got a lot of mouth, but he usually uses me as his support and protection. Morning, ladies. Down here is a very, very, very active beach. Not only in the day, later on in the day, but on the morning. It's one of our main walking beaches on the island. You can see why the sand is just beautiful. It's a white strip of beach. Morning to you all. Happy Independence. Thank you. The boatyard. This is just one of the facilities in this section here. The boatyard have sort of like a club. Rules in effect. You come here and you purchase your entry at the door, which will entitle you to your beach equipment, as well as some portions of that go towards food, and you're spending the entire day here at their facility. Boatyard is one of my old haunts. I used to come here all the time, mainly on a night time when we had cruise ships that were staying until late. Activities used to pump here when Carnival Cruise Line was in, but they've reduced their hours on land. But now we have a lot of overnighting ships over the weekend time, like P&O and a few others. I'm not really calling names because they haven't been in the swing for a while, but I do know their vessels are still coming here. Good morning, how are you? Okay. I remember before, a long time ago, this jetty was not here. This jetty is something that was constructed when the boatyard opened under new management. When the Knowles brothers used to own it, there was no beach here at all. The beach was directly in front of the actual bar area up there. And I'm not joking about that, I'm pretty serious about that. I'll tell you how much sand has built here. Because where you were seeing the grass up there, even that was water. We used to have two other jetties off of here. One was a service jetty, it was off a gas station just to the south and east of Lobster Alive. That was the SO pier it was called. And that pier right now, if it was here, would be on the beach. It wouldn't be able to service anything because that's how much beach is built here. I would say where you're seeing that bicycle located is where that pier was. So you can understand that vessels used to come here, fishing boats and some of the cabin cruises and stuff, and fill up from the jetty that was ending where that bicycle is. So you can appreciate that all inside of that was water. There was another jetty that was further up by the old hospital, old Eye Hospital. That's just off of St. Patrick's Church. They dismantled that. That was the last remaining one. They dismantled that quite a few years ago. But if you were here in those days, you remember they had two jetties out here before. Just a beautiful morning. I can see if I can get some people's attention for them to wave and say good morning to you all. hopefully that everything will be great and everybody's in a good festive mood this morning. For a walk in, brother. Do your thing, man. Yep, these guys make me feel so unfit. Good morning to everyone. Happy Independence from all over the world. Beautiful, beautiful place. Lobster Live, their facilities, they've also expanded over the years. They were very, very small. They now have a much bigger operation. What's up, my friend? Hi, good big man. You want to say hi to my friends overseas? Happy Independence, everybody. Man, great, man. Have a wonderful day, okay? Nice to see you, man. Good to see you. This is the thing I'm doing now. This is where I'm following God. Alright, man. We also have quite a few other facilities along there. There's the Harbour Lights. We mentioned before the Pirates Cove, which is one of the big ones that is closed. Copa, which is a Virgin Holidays check-in and fly facility. It's also used as a public venue as well. And then you will see there are also some other little small shops and stuff along here that have come up over time. There is a proposed big beach facility that's going to be coming up just above the lifeguard hut. You can barely make it out, obviously, with the glare that's going on. But that is a proposed big beach facility that's coming online. Don't know if that's still going to happen. Before COVID, it had started to take shape, but then it went at a screeching halt, as you can appreciate. It didn't make sense in developing something that no one was coming into, so I guess the investors decided to put that on hold for a little bit. Yeah, Virgin offer. I don't know if they're offering it right now, but I do know this was designed so that you could check in your luggage and you could do all your checking in and you could stay here on the beach until it was time literally to go to the airport and walk onto your aircraft. It was their check-in and flight facility. Very, very popular when COVID was not on, which is obviously a little while ago. Down here would have been rammed with visitors who were going back to the UK and Virgin. They would have been here, they would have spent the entire day, and they said just gone minutes before the airport because the entire check-in and everything was done at this facility. Very innovative idea. Alright, this big area you're seeing here just directly in front of us, this is where the proposed beach facility will be. I'm not too sure how far out it will come. I'm not too sure what the plans are. I haven't seen any drawings, or I really haven't heard too much more about it except for what I've told you already. Morning guys, how y'all going? Alright, man. Beautiful glassed off conditions. Perfect sea conditions. This is, I would say, you know, I always call this like your taste of the West Coast, because the beach conditions here, the sea conditions here are very much like the West Coast. You can even hear the sound of the waves coming onto the beach have a similar sound to them as well. This picks up a south swell and also a north swell. Very, very popular when there are hurricanes that pass here. A lot of guys come down here and catch some very hollow sections this morning. It's just a beautiful morning though. I can't get enough of this morning, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little bit more of it. Here we go. If you're on the island and you have not been down here to Brungs Beach, Carlisle, I like to call it all Carlisle Bay because they had many different names to beaches down here. Yacht Club Beach, Burke's Beach, Brungs Beach, many different names. So I just call this whole area now Carlisle Bay. That's the way I like to term it. I do mention Pebbles because they're on the other side of the jetty, but that's also Carlisle Bay as well. But it's sort of like a separate beach because you can't walk to it without going in the water, and so I like to term that as a separate beach. But otherwise, I call this all Carlisle Bay. Now a lot of names were associated with down here in those beaches because at one time you couldn't walk the entire way on the beach It wasn't a lot of beach, I should say, that you could go and put down a beach chair, beach umbrellas or your towels and stuff. It was very, very little beach down here. If you want to park down on this section, there are many, many parking areas. You can park up by the actual esplanade, which is opposite the government headquarters. There's parking facilities there. You know, you can park down on the Browns Beach section where they have the NCC facility that offers Wi-Fi as well as changing and showers. Then you can park. There are many different pockets as you can find along here. Many different entrances to the beach. The more local you become, the more of these little spots and these little secret takaways that we tend to use as locals will become known to you as well. It's just a beautiful morning. So I mentioned this beach here gets really busy in the day, but this time of morning it is the playground for all of us locals. People come here every morning before they either go to work, and a lot of people are on retirement will spend their entire day here. Harbour Light's opening up with their massive beach property. They have a huge section, a run of chairs right across the entire high water mark, just a little bit back from the high water mark. I don't know if there are cruise ships in today. Yes, I see one that's coming in now, or it's in already. I'm not too sure. I don't want to call what it is because I can't really tell it from here right now. But a big cruise ship's in. So when you see cruise ships in harbour, this beach here becomes really, really heavily used. I would like to say crowded because it's a massive beach. You can always find a section on this beach where you can sit and be peaceful. However, it does get extremely busy. As you can see, hundreds of chairs are being put out at this facility. We passed the other ones already. We saw all of those chairs being out as well. But here has a massive property and they utilize the entire front waterfront area of their property to put down their chairs. Just a huge place. You can go in and see right here. I remember a couple of years ago I brought my angel along here to spend the day at this beach. I know the owners of this club very well, and they extended the invitation to me to come to this beach and take a swim and spend the day, use their facilities. Pouring rain, lightning and thunder. And you know my angel, she doesn't care. She did not move. We had to sit on the umbrella. We got soaked, but we had an amazing day. I had to laugh that day. I said, look, the only day that we decided to come to the beach down here at Carlisle Bay and the rain came down, I mean serious torrential rains or thunderstorms. So, you know me, I'm such a smart weatherman, get fooled all the time. Water up here, even more transparent. Now we have these shadows, I can actually show you what the water is like. So you can see lots of ridges on the sand that gets moved around by the currents and the backwash and stuff. It is just a beautiful beach. Underwater parks all off of here. Lots of wrecks, like 5 wrecks or so in this general area. Maybe more than that, but 5 recognized ones that I know of. And if you come on a catamaran or take a catamaran cruise, you will probably come into this bay, do a little snorkeling with the turtles, and then move from here. It is a beautiful, protected bay. Everyone loves Carlisle Bay. I don't think there's anyone that I've ever met that didn't like here after being here. And what is very, very popular down here also is paddle boarding. My friends, I'm not sure of any other facilities in this area, so I can only mention ones I know. On the other side of the jetty at the Pebbles, the SUP Barbados, the Paddle Barbados. You can always pass by there and get a board. They don't limit you from where you paddle. You can come all down here. Today is a beautiful day. It's usually fairly protected from the winds as well and the currents, so you can usually get it's a very comfortable area to learn to paddle board in the Carlisle Bay section. Very, very sheltered bay. Beautiful conditions here. We're not going to carry this walk any further. I just want to bring you on to the beach a little bit because I want to show you Bridgetown, of course. the little bit that we saw. But I also want to bring you on the beach to take a swim this morning, because I know a lot of you love your morning swim in Barbados. Even if you're thousands of miles away, you enjoy the cooling waters that we have here. Conditions today, brilliant. The humidity, I would say, is moderate. It's not really high, but it's definitely noticeable. The sun's warmth has not started to come over yet. I'm not feeling it at any rate. It feels like a very cool day. I don't know how warm today will get. I heard this morning they said a low of 24 and a high of 28. I think that 28 has been optimistic if you like cooler weather. I think it's probably going to get hotter than that, but that's what they're saying this morning, so we're going to go with that. So, you've spent the first day in the Republic of Barbados, our Independence Day. Now, I'm not going to refer to here as the Republic of Barbados many times. I'm going to refer to here as Barbados, because this is Barbados, period. But Republic of Barbados, because we're paying respects this morning to the transition. So, congratulations to everyone that was involved in the move. As I said before, I give you 100% support in anything that Barbados does as a unified Barbados. I will endorse it 100%, because that is what we do in Barbados. We move with democracy. Democracy rules, and that's something that I stand by. I wish you all the best of days. I wish you all, no matter where you are in this world right now, I hope your heart has been here for a little while. I hope that we've been able to bring you a little bit of peace and beauty from the tropical island. I hope that you have enjoyed your swim with me. I hope you have enjoyed your sunrise in the city this morning. And I hope you all have an amazing day. May the peace that you are seeing now and the beauty that you're seeing continue with you for the rest of the day. And may anything that comes your way that challenges you today be completely smothered and pushed out of your mind by using the memories of this morning. Remember, everyone, be kind to your fellow man. Help whoever you can. Smile when you can, whether people appreciate it or not. If your heart's feeling like smiling, smile. Do not ever limit yourself from sharing love or sharing care or sharing a smile because you think someone may not want it or may not like it. Because the person standing behind them, you may save their life today with that happiness. You may save their life today by just showing them that you care. Have a great day, everyone, and I'm going to leave you this morning close as I can to the water on the shore break, so you can enjoy this lovely sound as we close off this morning. Have a great day. Love you all. Hope you've had a great day. And remember, I'll see you all on Thursday. Tomorrow we're taking a day off. I'm going to be tourists tomorrow, and I'll be on the beach, so look out for me, please. Straw hat or cap. Have a great day.